What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Movement Mindset powered by Station Athletics. I'm Chris Hardenberg here with Joe Pasalacqua. And today we're going to be talking about community and how kind of the people you surround yourself with, and how having an uplifting community or the right people around you to support you in your goals is so paramount to put you in the best chances to get to where you want to go. And so we were just kind of talking off air about how, the saying is like, you're the average of the five people you surround yourself with most. And I think there's some truth to that. But at the end, really just like the crux of this, guys, is for our members, right? Part of the results and part of what helps people get results is the fact that when you step into the gym, there's a group of people with you in class that are all swimming in the same direction. They're all like, hey, we want to be the best we friggin' can be. And that's so huge for people who maybe are looking to lose weight or maybe haven't been in a gym in a long time. Like, you need people there to be like, hey man, we can do this, or pushing you to find new
Hey,
limits.
this is why over the last 20 years in particular, I'd say even a little bit less, maybe like 15 years, and like 15 to 20 years,
Sure.
group training has taken over the realm of where people go.
Yeah.
Because most people, when they go to the gym, they don't know what to do. They fall off. I think the fall off rate is like over a
It's a
year.
lot. Yeah.
It's pretty bad when you think about it like that. And that's why it's so a requirement of like these big global gyms have to sell so many memberships every month just to offset the losses. So when you look at small group training, it's everything you just said, right? So it's like a group of people that have mentally the same goal.
Mhm.
Some will succeed and some won't.
Sure.
But it's a lot easier when you have 5, 10, 15 people that you're working out with on a regular basis where you may know nothing about them, but you have the common goal of like, I want to lose weight. I want to feel better. I want to gain muscle. I want to learn about nutrition. I just want to feel good, right? On my everyday, get more energy, whatever that is. And that's why small group training is always taken leaps and bounds forward. And it's why you see so many options now from small group training,
Yeah.
right? Because for us, the way that I look at it is if you create a great client experience and it's enhanced by the members that are there and you're building a nice community within the business, it's very likely that that person's success rate goes up substantially.
Yeah, and I think, I think you brought up a great point. Like, if you look at the industry, there's a lot of group fitness gyms, different brands, and if you look at the Globo fitness gyms, there's been a lot that have closed down. Your Blinks have closed down,
Mhm.
Curves, um, Crunch has kinda made a comeback, but, like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I'm in that business, I need to win on amenities, and I
Yes.
need to win on offerings, and I need to win on price. That's why Planet Fitness
Yeah,
is
total
crushing it,
cost,
right?
it's whatever it is.
But what happens a lot is people do that because they don't know what to do. It's $20. I'll give this a shot. Like you said, they walk in. I don't know what I'm doing. And so they either fall off completely or they come to gyms like ours.
Yeah.
And then that's what really helps them get results. I mean, to speak on some direct examples, one that comes to mind is our women's gym, right? It's a very unique community because it's the only women's gym we have. It's the only
Yeah.
women's gym we'll ever have. But what's unique about that building is the fact that every person who walks in, the rest of the members are it's almost like a mob. It's like, "Oh, you wanna lose weight, you wanna build muscle, you wanna be a better mom? Great. We're gonna help you do that."
Yep.
Because it's like they all recognize, like our avatar there is like new, not is either new mom with young kids.
Yeah, young kids or a mom that's struggling to come out of it. Maybe they have older kids and they've been struggling, like,
Sure.
but that's the whole demo
Right.
of
And
the
so they come
application.
in and it's like the rest of them are like, no, 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 you can do this. Like, that's the whole thing, is you can do this and we're going to be there to help you. And the other one was like, we were talking off air, is like, you were talking about a guy who comes to the 330 at Sparta. So I'll kind of let you talk on that. Is
Yeah.
like, he comes all the time and he's like, no, you guys push me to like be the best version
Yeah,
of
and
myself.
that's the thing is like, so as most people know, when if they're up in this area, like I work and then at 3:30, I go over to the gym and we take class. And we've built like a really awesome group of people in that particular
Yeah.
time slot because they're working out with me, they're working out with Courtney, they're working out with you. And we have like a lot of competitive people
Mhm.
that come to that class. It's typically the most competitive class that we have throughout the day.
Sure.
And it's not saying that, I mean, as I look at people, I'm like blown away at some of the progress some of these
Oh
people have
my
made.
gosh. Yeah.
Right. And it just comes down to, so we have someone who's fairly new there who's lost a tremendous amount of weight.
Sure.
Okay. I think around 30 pounds. and he's a younger guy. And he literally said to me the other day, he's like, I go out of my way to come to this class because you guys push me more than I ever have in years since like high school football.
So cool.
Right. So when like you think about that, and the kid was rowing next to me and he's trying, right? He's like pushing himself,
Yeah.
right? And he has a lot of weight to lose.
Sure.
Right. But he knows that like if I put myself in this scenario, my outcome is going to be that much, my success rate is going to go through the roof because I know I'm going to be able to achieve what I'm going to achieve because these people around me are pushing me to do that.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like why like when our gyms aren't like fancy,
No.
they're very basic, right? Like they're put together well,
Sure.
but like we're not trying to compete on amenities.
Yeah.
We're never going to have fucking pools. I'm never going to put a sauna in anything.
Right.
We're not going to have like, you know what I mean? There's not going to be like fancy lock. Like we're never trying to do that.
Mhm.
Okay. Because what those gyms beat us in, they try to copy what we do on the opposite side.
Correct.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand is like, we use Lifetime Fitness on a regular basis,
Sure.
right? We love their model and we always talk about it. So with Lifetime, right? They play the game of amenities and convenience.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you can get your hair cut there. There's food there. You could get a massage there. There's basketball courts. There's racquetball. Then there's full gyms. There's personal training. There's yoga. There's everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And for a lot of people, it's overwhelming and they don't use it anyway. Okay. But then they added their alpha classes and like their small group training, their boot camps to try to get people to not come to the small group training, right? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but like that's something that they can't compete with us on.
Yes.
They can't compete with us on accountability. They can't compete with us on weight loss challenges. Like they just can't.
Yeah.
Because it's not their model and they know that.
Right.
But they do it enough just to keep enough people in the door to not have like an exit of all these clients.
Yeah.
Okay. So just circling back, the reason why that everything is set up the way, and just to talk about like the actual client experience again, is when you look at our avatar of a client, okay, there's a lot of different realms of that. It could be someone that's been struggling with weight loss for a long period of time. It could be someone that, wants to put muscle mass on, or someone that just like is stuck or they're in a rut. Okay. The community aspect of coming to one of these locations is so important because it allows those people to make new friends, to actually do challenges together, right? We talk about this in our sales consults. What's the number one thing that we try to do? We get them to bring in a friend or their spouse.
Yes.
Because your success rate, and I think we have math and like stats on
Yeah, I
this.
don't have it in front of me.
It's like a significantly higher. I believe it's like well over 60% rate that these people finish that first phase with us.
Yeah. And what's really cool, just to talk about the one gentleman you were speaking on, most people don't purposely put themselves in uncomfortable situations because they know it will be better for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this guy's doing. And I feel like we have a lot of people that do that. It's like, let's face it, guys, working out is not easy.
That's not fun either.
Like building muscle, losing weight,
Yeah.
whatever your goal is, it's hard. That's why so many people fall off. But to see so many people that are like, no, I'm choosing to do this because I know I'm going to be better for it out the other end, like fires us up. It's like, those are the people that it's like, yeah, I want to give you all the support you can get because it's like, you're making that hard decision to be the best version of yourself. And, to have communities of those people all doing that and the support, it's kind of what you said. It's like, okay, I'm doing that to be the best version of myself. But then they get so much more out of it that, I mean, let's face it, Joe, like things that we put in place from a system perspective that had nothing to do with it. It's just the people in the building, right? Or our staff
Sometimes it's as simple as it is.
Or our staff being so committed, right? Like how many people have come into the gym, they're coming to the same class, they see the same people, and all of a sudden you see on Instagram, like they're out at like their kids' baseball game together, or they like are taking vacations together. How many people do we know met their spouse at our friggin' gyms, right? Like that's the stuff that it's like, we talk about it all the time, right? Someone comes into the gym, they want to lose weight, they want to build muscle, they want to get in shape. It's like, cool, we're going to help you do that. But we've said all the time, like, that's just the first step, right? We want you to do that so you can live a more fulfilled life. And what's a more fulfilled life then? I feel better. I'm more confident. Oh, by the way, I got married to the girl I've been going to the gym with, and we have 2 kids and we're happy. Like, what more could you ask for?
And then if you even slingshot that before we go to like the business side of this conversation, is the point of our program, not only just the community piece, but the most individuals have never experienced accountability like we do.
Yeah.
Okay. So to actually have staff members call you, text you, force you to show up,
And
right?
genuinely care.
And genuinely want you to, because we want the results.
Yeah.
We want people to lose weight. We want people to come, like, we want people to use their passes. And we've talked about this in so many episodes.
Yeah.
The reason why that we went to that model and that design is because no one offers the accountability like that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why our attrition is, what was our attrition?
Company-wide last year was 3.6%.
3.6%, almost 7% less than
industry average.
the industry average, right? But it's like that's the point, because people show up and take our classes. Okay. So like now we flip this right to like the business and the staffing side. The reason why that the community piece is so important and why we look for the right people from, like, it's not just like someone being able to do their job from this perspective of like, here are the tasks, go do it. We want someone to genuinely care about the outcome.
Yeah, well, and so from a business side, it's something we talked about at our conference recently. It's like, for us to grow, you have to have a team that genuinely wants to help each other too. Like, how many times have we had someone leave one gym because they're moving, but we have another location near to that area, and instead of this GM being like, okay, here's the cancellation process, have a good day.
It's like, oh, you can go to our new location here.
Exactly.
That's how it happened. I just saw one from Roseland to Westfield.
Yes.
Just happened.
Literally just happened. And my thing is, like, if our employees were so selfish that they're like, well, I'm losing out on a person that's going to affect my numbers and make me look worse, and they were so focused on that, we would never grow, or we definitely would not be as successful as we could. But if I'm thinking as an employee, like, cool, let's just use that example. If I'm Marquand and I have someone leaving and he's like, I'm moving, and I'm like, oh, well, where are you moving to? I'm going to be moving to Westfield. Oh, well, we have a gym there. You can go there. And then Haley gets a new member. It's like, if everyone's doing that, then the whole thing grows.
Well, it talks about the branding, right, of why we've rebranded. But what I kind of want to flip, like, on that subject is that person switched from Roseland to Westfield because they love our program.
Yes.
They could have very easily been like, I just want out.
Yes.
I'm going to go try something else. But to be given an option of, oh, I can go to another location that does the same exact thing here.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yes.
Right?
And so I think that's really cool. And it kind of speaks to, like, kind of what we talked about, is surrounding yourself with the right people. Because whether you're a member at the gym, let's go back there for a second. If I'm looking to get results and I continue to hang out with my old friends who are like, dude, why the heck are you doing that? There's a good chance you fall off. And so it's like, you have to make some hard decisions to be like, I can't maybe be in that crowd or in that circle or in that environment anymore if I really want to get results. And then from the business side, it's like, if I'm an entrepreneur or even one of our employees and you want to drive and be successful here and you want to help your gym grow, but you have people who are telling you, like, why are you doing that gym thing still? Like, how many people have we met that have maybe said that to us at different points in our life?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can easily start to creep in and be like, yeah, why am I doing this still? This is hard.
So let's kind of end with this, is when you look at the people you kind of surround yourself with, okay, it's virtually, I would say, impossible to bring people up with you.
Yeah.
But it's so easy for them to drag you down.
Yeah.
Right. And that goes with any goal basically in your life. If you want to make more money, if you want to go work in this industry, or if you're like, I mean, let's be real, like, how many young people have aspiring dreams to be like professional athletes or work in a space to where, like, they may not understand that, like, they may not make money right away. Or, you know, like, I know for me, like, my parents, I'm sure your parents were the same exact way, like, go be a lawyer, go be a doctor, right? Like, because that's what was drilled into their head, go work in corporate, go do that. But like the expectation of that, of like, no, I can make money doing something else.
Sure.
It's really hard, of like, dude, like, even when I opened up the first gym, you know how many people said that I was stupid for doing that?
Yeah, of course.
Joke's on you, assholes. Right. But for real,
Yeah.
right? Like, if I were have listened to those people, none of this would exist.
Yeah.
Okay. And that goes for other things too, is like, so it's why almost understanding of putting yourself in a community of like-minded people on a goal orientation doesn't necessarily have to be like a financial or a business related thing, but like, those are the people that inspire you to move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. And that's why with our gym specifically, just to speak on that, it's like, that's why when our members come in, they start to get results, and now that becomes their friend group. Well, now it's like, well, eating healthy is the norm. exercising
Yeah.
is the norm. And so, like Joe said, if you're someone who has goals in mind, whether it be in fitness or in business, but most of this episode was on the fitness side, trying to find and surround yourself with people that are gonna boost you up, encourage you when times get hard, because it's gonna get hard,
Mhm.
and push you to be the best version of yourself is absolutely the best way to set yourself up for success. So yeah, if you like what we have to say, please, as always, like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and give us a follow on Instagram. Give us a 5-star rating on the podcast platform you listen on. And as always, JJ, see you at the gym.
Peace.